call me Bucky, lucky that I'm innocent. If I didn't have no morals, I'd be menacing. How about rapping conscious but he ignorant? How he fuck the hood but still gon' go legitimate? How he fuck a bunch of but they still respect the women? He still rollin' this another. He just got the windows tinted. Homie stab me in the.
Shaka Mahala, my dudes. So, welcome back to episode 4, I believe it is, of Operation Build the Luxy and give it to one of you guys. It's looking great. Wait. That's looking better. Here she is. The old cage truck. We'll get to her soon. But there's 2 things you're going to notice in this episode. So, one, I'm wearing white. Why am I wearing white? Because I don't actually have to work on the car anymore, which is sick. So, we're heading down to PROCHECK Automotive to catch up with Shane. He's nice enough to come in on his Saturday, and we're gonna run a tune through this bad boy. And being that it's got a little bit over 100,000 Ks, we're gonna do things like an intake tune, a DPF burn, it's all the good maintenance type stuff to get it breathing better before we bang a tune through it. The second thing you'll notice is this shirt. We got some new merch coming. So, other thing I'm gonna do for the last 2 weeks to win this bad boy, I'm gonna make any shirt on the website an entry. I'll put it all in the HILUX collective. So stay tuned through this episode. You'll get to see the new stuff coming out. It's gonna be cool. To finalize it up, we're gonna bang the new tub on the back, put the fresh front end back on, and get it all tidy up by Top Coat Auto Detailing. Down at PROCHECK with Big Shane here. He's not little, he's bigger than me.
Big.
Yeah.
Come down a little bit.
So what are we doing today, mate?
Doing some things.
Things and stuff.
Things, and so HILUX, I have a HILUX. You've finally joined the crew and got a HILUX, and now you're going to give it away.
Yeah, I'm a tailor man now.
Diesels have problems with build-up of oil and sludge and nastiness from EGRs and oil coming through the system from blow-by. Try and prevent that by doing intake clean. But before we do an intake clean, we're going to run up on the dyno now.
Yep.
We'll see what power it's making, whether that be 100 kilowatts or 1,000 kilowatts. Where it is what it is today.
Definitely 1,000.
Thousands. So we'll run it up, and obviously tyre size change. So this will give you what this car is making with this tyres in this combo. Then we'll run it back out here, do an intake clean, and that takes about half an hour, but that'll clean all the junk out of it. We'll then run it up again, and generally, I was just saying to you before, like 9 times out of 10, we'll get a performance gain because there's 100. It's probably never had an intake clean.
Nah.
The guy before, he's probably just been driving it, servicing it, servicing it. That's it. You should see in general around 5 kilowatts difference. So the response is the change, not power, the response. So you feel that better for airflow. You'll touch it probably the most. I'm running on 32 pound on a factory turbo. Okay. These run about 24, 25 pound. We can't go too hard on because they'll snap shafts and spin them out the back. Okay. Still massive gains.
So luckily we're in the hands of the expert. So
still massive gains, still good gains. Being a giveaway car, you don't want to be that sort of thing.
No, we just want reliability, better fuel consumption, and a bit more power.
Yep.
Push the bigger tyres. So.
Funny thing is, we'll probably go back to where it was stock with the big tyres compared to stock with small tyres.
That's ultimately what you want.
Yep.
Really. This is something some might ask. What does an intake clean cost?
So $450 for an intake clean. There's a couple of different versions you have. So there's an intake clean, there's a DPF clean, and there's an injector clean. Okay. And they're all $450 across the board.
A remap.
Remap $15.95. Starting at, if you want to do multi-mapping and things like that, that changes. Obviously, the other thing that changes, Toyotas are really bad clutches. This being auto, we're fine. Speaking of auto, we're doing auto tune today as well. I don't know if I told you that.
Yes, auto tune. That's another one to shout about.
So auto tune is $800, and we change shift points, kick down points, torque converter locker. You don't need the stupid button on the dash to lock the converter up. It'll do it all automatically. So the missus can hop in it, your mate can hop in it, your dad can hop in it, you can hop in it, and you just drive.
That's what we want.
You don't have to remember to press buttons or do things or turn things and adjust things, you just drive. The fuel consumption, that alone, is massive because the lockup kicks in. You're about 60 Ks, 4th gear, locked up, and it's doing like 1100 RPM just for cruising.
Yeah.
So we'll do that as well.
Alright, let's get into it.
Let's get in.
You! Better ratchet strap this power horse down, eh? Because she's going to make some big ponies.
This is HILUX, mate, not a Land Cruiser.
Stop, run. Here we go. we go?
Yeah, so about average from what we expect for a car with these mods and these tyres. 90 kilowatts, 300 newton meters, 100 and something, 150 horsepower, something like that, I think, something like that.
You're so old school with your kilowatt.
That's where it's at, mate, kilowatts. Let's get a calculator. So quick calculation was 90 kilowatts, 120 horsepower, 318 newton meters, not numerics, newton meters. Probably without the tyres, you probably go over 105, 110, and there's about 15, 20 kilowatts.
We've just pulled the intake pipe off, and you can actually sort of see what's going on in there and the amount of soot. Heaps of oil. Heaps growth, yeah. Really. Oh, hey.
Oh, hey.
Tell us how this bad boy works.
The machine is basically filled with chemical. Being a small motor, we've got it set at one spray every 15 seconds. So every 15 seconds it just squirts a little squirt in. Now the idea of that is not to break everything down all together at once. It's to actually go in, slowly soak in and melt down the carbon build-up and shit in there. And then as the car's running at about 1500 RPM, sucks it through, burns it out and gets rid of it. So at the moment, it's actually chuffing out some smoke. It took a little while to get there, so I thought it might have been a little bit clean, but it turns out it's not, because it's starting to chuff out the back. So there's other brands out there that do like a hydrocarbon spray. So it's basically just spraying water in there, and they're trying to shock treat it. So they spray water in, it hits the carbon build-up, breaks off the intake, spits out the back. This is a proper chemical that soaks in, melts the carbon, and then it gets sucked out the back. So this will continue to work for about 2 weeks after. It will stink like rotten eggs. If you had smell-o-vision now, it's disgusting. And it's bellowing out smoke, but it gets it out of there. The car runs as it should. Response will be way better, and better fuel economy as well.
You guys down south don't have a clue how hot it is up here the last couple of days and today, but anyway, so we're all done. You can already see how it's cleaner on the intake pipe. See if he's right.
Oh, it's right.
All right.
So the next sort of 2 weeks or so of driving, it'll continue to keep cleaning down inside in the manifold.
Yep.
So it will sink for next week or two, but yeah, it'll work good. So another baseline, but after intake tank. You picked up some more torque. You picked up, almost 10 newton meters torque. But it did seem to follow a nice flatter line instead of sort of waving and doing weird stuff. So. Oh hey, are you here for your colonoscopy?
How did you know?
I see the way you walk.
What's that?
Here's your airflow meter. So we're going to clean it so it measures accurately. Please hold. So all we do is we get a bit of an airflow cleaner. It's pretty easy. You can do this yourself as well. This sits after air filter, and I don't know if you can zoom in. This one's actually not too bad. It's actually pretty clean.
Yep.
But there's a little resistor here. And there's another one up inside that heats up. Air flows past. It measures the temperature change. Measures how much air is coming in. Cool. Right. So we'll give it a bit of a clean, just to make sure we have correct readings, and I can give it lots of airflow. More boost.
So show us say about the auto tune.
Biggest problem I have is they won't get the 6th gear unless you go past 110, let off, come back. It'll get 6th gear, and then it will lock up.
Yeah.
And then once you get there, you just touch the throttle to accelerate. It'll kick back 2 or 3 gears and then go.
Yeah, right.
And that's cool if you want to kick back gears, but if you don't want to kick back gears, there's just a slight rise at 100. You don't want to kick back 2 gears, revving to 4 grand just to keep it at 100.
Yeah.
You just want to lean on it, hold the gear, keep it 100 and keep moving.
There you go. So anyway, to check out more about auto tuning, what Shane's done, he's done plenty of them, and he's done videos. So check out his YouTube if you're more interested in that.
Yeah, I've done before and after on the Dyno, so you can see shift points, kickback points, and talking about lock-up points as well.
So check that out. We'll put that in the description. Look at me, I'm a YouTuber. We've paged up.
We paged up. Basically, you came in with the green line. It's out of order here a little bit, but the green line is what you came in with. So you came with 90.5 kilowatts, 120 horsepower, and 380 newton meter torque. On the previous one we showed you, it had a lot going on, but you can see it here. It's picked up more power down low here, kept a nice smoother line all the way through, then came off. Compared to before where it was doing wavy things, and you probably would have noticed that on the road driving. You probably noticed it doing hunting and weird things a little bit. So that alone would have smoothed that out and you would have noticed a difference. But then we put a tune in and the auto tune. The auto tune doesn't affect this at all on the power side of things. You won't notice a difference. You'll notice that in your ass when you're driving. So it's just the way it drives and holds gears, it'll blow your mind. Put a tune in. Yeah, so now we've gone to 112 kilowatts, let's call it, and 374 Newton meters of torque. So we picked up 60 odd Newton meters and another 20 kilowatts. These Gen HILUXes, you can't ask too much of them. I'll bring up the boost maps now so you can see. Still massive gains from the get-go. This is where you want to torque, like up here in the RPM. We don't need this here. This is where you want it, sort of here to 100 and 115. I'll show you RPMs as well. The gains you get there is what you want. And that torque all the way through is what you'll feel while you're driving, pulling and going up hills. But I'll load up the boost map now so you can see boost.
So what he's trying to say is, it came in stock and it left with more power.
Basic. We haven't pushed too much. Still running stock airbox, still running stock exhaust on the back apart from DPF back. Those things change, I can put more boost through them.
15 Newton meters.
50.
50 Newton meters. Quick math.
Quick math.
And another 20 kilowatts.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's good gains for a daily driver. The snorkel isn't really, it's no airflow gain. That is literally so you can drive through big water holes. Change the airbox, you get a lot bigger flow, a lot more airflow into the engine, can get more gains there. Same with the exhaust, we've got the DPF still on it. It's illegal to remove your DPF, so we're keeping the DPF on.
Still in, it'll still do its DPF burns.
Yeah.
It's all compliant Australia-wide, so no matter where this goes, it's all compliant. A mum can win it, a dad can win it, a kid can win it, and it's all legal, drive it, and it's not going to be a powerhouse where you have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Just put diesel in it and drive it.
Safe, and we picked up better fuel economy, I'd imagine?
You have better fuel economy, especially with the auto tune. Yeah, it'll go into the lockup, like I said, when you drive it, you'll notice it, but it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and by 60 k's an hour it'll be in lockup, and about 1,000 RPM. And then when you go through 5 and 6 to 100, same thing, it'll go in the lockup and it'll hold that RPM down, direct one-to-one drive. Your transits will be cooler, fuel efficiency is going to be better, and your drive feel is going to be better.
Whoa! Oh, hold on to it. Woo, woo, woo. She's fast. You can even hear it's sucking more air now. It's really cool. About to pull out onto this 100 zone and give her a bit of a squirt. Oh, the sky's in our way. Here we go. Woo. Yeah, that turbo just sucking way more air. Woo. Wow, fully get what he means now. That's unreal. That is actually, while I was going up this slight hill, trying to stay at 100 or climb to 100, it would be kicking back gears, whereas that just like locked the converter and just away she went, nice and smooth. As I was trying to say then, the auto tune is actually makes a massive difference. I thought he was just going on about it, but no, old Shano, he knows what he's doing, a mad scientist. And you can even hear it in the snorkel, it's definitely sucking more air, so that extra 3 PSI boost sounds pretty cool through the snorkel. I'm pretty impressed. Righto, we're down at Dave's Top Car. Get in here, mate.
Come in, mate.
So here's the hard-working man himself. He's going to make this thing look blinging for you guys. So up close, there's a lot of like micro scratches and things like that. And
especially under my lights here too.
Yeah, you might actually be able to see now.
Yeah. It's very, very swirled, and this is just from improper washing, a hard life pretty much, but we'll get it back to scratch, no problem.
I'm going to learn some tips and tricks, I think, too, so that'll be good. And
get it onto the interior as well and make that look really nice.
Yep.
We'll be right.
Sweet. Luckily the HILUX is clear over base, so we have layers that he can cut and buff, and trust me, I have faith in this bloke. He does magic. Two-stage cut and polish, is that right?
Yeah, correct, yeah. Your first step is a cut. So when you see the cut, you won't see it on this footage, but it is quite cloudy here. So basically...
To me it looks 10,000 times better because there's no micro scratch.
So much better than what... Yeah, so we make it goes all cloudy because we're cutting the paint, then we change pad and polish, and we go to a finishing stage, and then that takes out all that cloud.
So that takes out all the cloudiness. So to me that looks great. I'd probably leave it like that, but Dave's the expert, so we're just going to keep cutting and polishing and get it looking fancy. Well done, mate.
Thank you.
Oh, that was shit.
Yeah, it was shit.
That's better.
Connected.
Nailed it. We finally got rid of the chrome monobrow, so
Yeah.
it's actually a service Dave can do too.
Yep. Yep. We can black out
black
your
out.
chrome and black out your wheels if we need to.
He's outdone himself.
It's all by a professional painter.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Minus this panel that we got a little custom touch coming for this panel. You'll see. Oh, Dave threw it on.
One more surprise. So on top of the paint correction, I threw in a System X Renew ceramic spray seal.
Oh, she's slippery.
I meant to say, nothing will stick to it, and you've just shown us. So for the next, up to a year, if cared for correctly, which will give the new owner that. So when we spray water on it, you can see the.
Nice.
So definitely have an advantage there when you're wheeling, covered in mud and dust. It will be nice and easy to clean. Very, very easy.
My Ranger and most of my cars I get ceramic coated from the start from Dave. Just makes cleaning so much easier.
Yeah.
Like everyone's like, how do you keep your black cars clean? And it's like ceramics just.
The more you wash it, the better. High pressure is recommended. Decent snow foam cannon, which we can organise here. The more cleaning, the better. 100%.
Do you sell this?
No.
No. He doesn't even sell it. No, that's what he uses.
No, because it's professional use.
Dan come around for a bit the other day and he's like, oh, let's do like a cool little build plate on this. So we've come up with this so far, and then we're gonna put like a Shedlife build down here. Maybe put like a graphic like the Shedlife logo here. And just really finish her off. Yeah, just make cool stuff.
Alrighty, we're really getting to the last finishing touches now of the HILUX. This one, cool little touch for the winner to get. Build plate. We're gonna have the Shedlife spanner in the center too.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna
On the engine cover.
Yeah, we're gonna get some real flexible Sikaflex so it doesn't vibrate off. But we'll show the boys drawing it up.
So yeah, you might remember this place actually from where we got the brackets for the Jeep cutter. So same spot, MetalMorphic. If you want a bit of. Have you seen this yet?
Nah, not really. I saw it on your video.
Quicker than a grinder.
That is so much bigger than a grinder.
Hot off the press.
That is flash.
Call me Bucky, lucky that I'm innocent. If I didn't have no morals, I'd be menacing. How about rapping conscious but he ignorant? How he from the hood but still gon' go legitimate? How he fuck a bunch of but they still respect the women. He still rolling in Sonata, he just got the windows tinted. Homie stabbed me in the back and that can never be forgiven. And my palms been itching, man, I like the superstition.
Cleaned up, tidied, looking smick and span. This is the last episode of the HILUX build, so if you want to go back and see what's been done, we got a playlist on the YouTube. Watch the builds, watch what it's done. Yeah, not long left. What, week and about a week? There's a bloody week left. So week left till the draw on the 15th of Feb. It's being drawn, close midnight Feb 14, so that we got some time on the 15th to get all the data into the software guys are sorting that, and ultimate mall crawling, isn't it? Like, go to the mall, go to Glassy, just do the lot. I'm pretty proud of what I built here. It's actually extremely good, capable car, so I'm pretty stoked that one of you guys is going to win it. Like, also, anybody oh shit, she's just slippery. Anybody worried about the pinstripes? That the Glassy episode, that was literally just dust, a few leaves. Brush past it up when you're out of Glassy. It's not scratchy.
It didn't get scratched.
Didn't get scratched. The proof's in the pudding. Smick, no scratch on it. So we're not a giveaway channel. We're a YouTube channel. This is to help support our content for the year. And something you guys don't know is I'm going to donate a portion to charity too. It's not something I wanted to play on for sales or anything. My personal thing I like to do, as you guys you guys know. We'll talk about that when we hand the keys over to the winner. It's the most exciting part of it all.
Touch-ups.
Couple more little things I've got left to do. One is this dent. So I've got a dent doctor coming to pull that out.
And there's that tailgate one as well.
And the tailgate one. They were there when I bought the car. Tailgate one, I didn't even notice when I bought the tub. Oh, hey, we're back. And I bet you can hear me heaps better now. You know why? Because I leveled up. And I got a gimbal now. And oh my God, a bird has pooed on the car. Back from detail, it's looking absolutely smicko. I'm frothing. Moving into some final touches. Oh, it's right here, right next to the camera. Engine cover, Shedlife, the build plate. So we're gonna whack this on. Official Shedlife giveaway car build, thanks to Dan the man. He did all the laser cuttings, as you would have just seen. Now I've got my gimbal. I'm gonna give you some bloody pan shots. It'll be like, woo, fancy. I'll be a camera nerd before you know it, guys. I bet none of this audio even works or something silly like that. Can't see through my sunnies. Whose idea is that? That is unreal. Now, how do I make this thing turn around? Come over here. Oh, by the way, yes, the Cruiser is back. And it's automatic. You guys gotta wait till next week to check that out. This, on the other hand, PBS steering wheel, let's go. Now you'll see in here why we wanted to go the new steering wheel. Flash new steering wheel, looks very sexual. I was like, how the hell's this go in? How do we get the old one out? So the boys have got on the PBS website instructions, and so because they weren't in paper, I couldn't throw them out, but that's all right. Nah, I'm gonna look them up. Couldn't see much with me trendy sunnies on, so I got a light. Good old king chrome. We take these covers off on the sides, was the first step, with a screwdriver or your man nails, which I don't have, so I'm gonna get a screwdriver. Oh, do I take it off the right thing? Okie dokie, off you come. Oh, you take the side covers off here, they just pop off. You just get your screwdriver, you push that across, push this one up, and push this one across. This front just pops off like that. The airbag plug and the horn. Pretty much everything unplugged, and then unbolt the steering wheel and get a new one on. And undone just about all of the screws, undone the electrical plug, and this just pops off. We're gonna reuse all of that so that we're basically just left with the alloy frame. Oh no, how do I get it back on? Okay. It's actually surprisingly easy to do. Now that all the interior stuff parts are out, so we'll run through that. We can take off the middle bolt, leave it on, leave it threaded on, and then just wiggle left to right, and pull until it goes boom, and it's just gonna pop off. I've already popped it because that is that. And then we're just gonna take the back off and use that, and we'll assemble the new one over here. This is the OG steering wheel. You can see how degraded it's gone. PBS one going on for you guys, one of you guys that's gonna win this bloody thing. You flash, like nice leather. Don't know what that is, but plastic top, metal top, I don't know. As you can see, probably in the time lapse, this GoPro died as it does because GoPros are designed to let you down, I think. But we took the sides off, we undid the clips unclipped this, then we unplugged the horn and the airbag. Then we undid the screws and removed this. And then we removed the, cruise control. Yeah, you guys with 80 series wouldn't understand. Gonna start putting it back in, and we don't have GoPros, so I'm gonna do my best with this camera. We'll get the big nut on, which is the 19mm. Bada bing, bada boom. I wouldn't go using a rattle gun on this stuff, guys. It's probably not really necessary. Oh, look at that. Nice. Okay, I've already stuffed up. I didn't put the backing piece on. Lol. You're an idiot, Macca. Shed. Oh! God, no.
Bloody Mac has just dropped in. What's finished? Is it done?
We're done.
Done.
It's done.
Done.
I don't see there's a bloody sun behind it. Well, we are done, but we're done.
Oh, how good does that look?
It's sort of one of the only thing that was really worn on it. Like the leather's good. And
What is that one?
there's a PVS Automotive steering wheel. As you just saw, it goes in pretty easy. Oh, have a feel of it. What do you reckon?
It actually makes the whole car feel way newer, eh?
It does, eh?
Oh, so that's original, I can tell.
Yeah,
eh?
so that's...
So it's the ring bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
How about, I haven't seen the under the bonnet.
Ah, yeah.
That's a pretty cool touch.
Yeah.
Oh, we got snake too. Left.
6 days, I believe. 6 days left. So 14th of Feb at midnight. Entries are done. Drawn on the 15th. We're hoping to do it on the 15th.
Wednesday.
Which is a Wednesday. So we're hoping to draw it and then get it on the episode that night. And I kind of didn't leave myself a lot of room. So hopefully I get it done in time. Besides that, I just want to thank everybody for watching, for starters. Supporting us, buying a ticket, buying an entry. It's been mega fun building this car for you guys, and testing it out was really fun the other day too. So. Surprised me how well it went. All the companies that got involved with wanting to put gear on the car, I definitely gained a lot of discount there, so big thanks to those guys. Hopefully I showed off all their products well enough for you. So how to enter, if you haven't yet, 6 days left. Buy any shirt off the website. So I've got them all in the HILUX giveaway collection on the website, shedlife.co. Any shirt, every shirt is an entry. Can be all in one order. And no, there isn't a, hey, you're in the draw email sent out. I never set that up, but I can guarantee you, you are in the draw. Every shirt is an entry. The API information is taken from Shopify for the entire draw. So if you do win, this is the only way you'll be contacted, is either via your email or phone provided when you did your order. All these comments out there is just scammers. There is a lot of them. It's really unfortunate. We're trying to filter them out. Tito's doing his best. Yeah. You will not be told you're a winner in any comments or anything. It is primarily the phone number you use, if not your email that you provided, and I will get your phone number from emailing. Do not listen to these scammers, alright? I apologise for people like that in the world that ruin people's day.
It's unfortunate, guys. Just be very careful about the comments, and there's a lot of scammers going around. It's a real bummer.
Don't forget, second prize is $1,000 from Outback Equipment voucher to use on their website. And
But
if
you can also use the discount code.
Yes, combine that with TJANDMAC5 discount code, and that voucher's actually worth more. So, and anyone can use that code from Outback Equipment. Buy some cool stuff from there because they got everything. Third prize is a gift card for Shedlife Co. and No Wasted Weekends. $250 to spend at each store. TJ store here, No Wasted Weekends. Get onto that. And
we're done with the HILUX. So next episode we're back to Cruiser. Build the Cruiser. So we're about to do a very big trip in the Cruiser. So the next sort of set of vids is going to be us getting that ready for a big trip. Also, a very much anticipated 8-speed automatic.
How can I forget? The next one's an auto. I forgot it's auto.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's hectic. It's so sick.
How are we going to draw this? We're going to do it live?
Yeah, I reckon we go live on the tube Wednesday. So we've got auto swap cruiser in the Arvo, and then I reckon 7 o'clock that night.
We'll do the winner of the HILUX.
We'll draw the winner. All right. Yeah. We'll go live on YouTube, 7 o'clock Australian Eastern Standard Time, Queensland. YouTube, 15th of Feb on the Wednesday, straight after the auto. Tune in for the winner.
Who the bloody hell is this?
Oh, there we go.
Bloody hell, girls. This is a film set, not a street.
This is my house.
Quiet on set, thanks.
Yeah, I'm headed to the Bucks, then I'm ballin' like